Skandia Cowes Week attracts competitors of all ages, and we met up with two of them, the youngest and the oldest taking part this year, Fred Warren Smith and Ken Newnham. We found Ken and his crew as they were about to head out on his sonar Jenny.
So Ken, how many Cowes Weeks do you reckon you've participated in?
Well, I have to say, I dread to think probably 50 or more. Yes, just over 50, I think, when I first started sailing 50 years ago. Yeah.
It's an obvious question, but how much has it changed? I mean, has it changed enormously?
Enormously. Where we're standing now, at the beginning, there were just piles here. There was no yacht haven, and of course no sponsorship. The Cowes Week was organised by the clubs individually. It wasn't the Cowes Combined Club. And it was much more of an amateur, in the nicest sense of the word, amateur time. And of course over the years it's gradually grown. And I think Skandia have got a lot to be thanked for the enormous work that they've helped us support Stuart Quarry on the Cowes Combined Clubs, and it's now really a very, very professional affair, the greatest regatta in the world, isn't it?
Now you're sailing a sonar.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about Jenny?
Well, Jenny is in the name of my late wife. She was Jenny Lowen, widow of, when I was married, widow of Bobby Lowen, was one of the great racers with Max Aiken. And unfortunately she died far too soon. She was such a great friend of Andy Castle, the Paralympic gold medalist, who's the Commodore of the Cowes Corinthian. And we decided to have a boat together called Jenny, and so that's how she is. And we always think she's up there looking down, making sure we do well. I'm an offshore man. I've done blump-to-blump fastnets. I hold the record for most fastnets and sailed in big boats. And I was also secretary of the Darings for about 15 years. I had a Daring Dolphin.
Is that still sailing?
Oh, she's being sailed by a great friend, David Gower, doing very well. But the thing about the sonars, I'm amazed at. I mean, they're such small boats, but we sail 5 up, and there's plenty of room. On a Daring, you're cramped with 3, and they go like the proverbial S off an S, and we were doing around the island race. We must have been doing about 15 knots without a spinnaker up. I mean, they're incredible boats, and I've had a lot of fun. Very good crew, some Gurnard boys here, and we're doing pretty well. We're equal third at the moment. So,
can I ask you about the secret of your success? There has been rumour that little miniatures come to your aid.
Oh, actually, I have to tell you, I've never ever been on a boat and at the end of the race without a drink. Ted Heath always claimed that Morning Cloud was a dry boat, but I did my 10th fastnet with him, and it certainly wasn't dry.
So you must be really pleased to see opposition. The
owner's done the most fantastic. She was one of the team in 1971 at Admiral's Cup with Ted, and to see what he's done, it brings back, and I've had a look at her. He's done a wonderful job, and she was one of Olin's very fast boats, and we beat her. We were on. I was on Prospect. We beat her in that fastnet, but overall we won. The Brits won that year.
Fantastic. Well, Ken, it's been a real pleasure, and thank you for giving us some time.
No,
and good luck today.
Well, and congratulations to Cowes Online, because you've made it possible for everybody to see what's going on, and I think Steve Slight and the team have done a fantastic job, and great congratulations and more power to your elbow.
Aquabat, a 40-year-old squib, is being skippered by 12-year-old Fred Warren Smith. This is Fred's second Skandia Cowes Week, and we spoke with him and his father, Steve. So, Fred, you're the youngest skipper in Skandia Cowes Week. How does that feel?
It feels quite good because it's just quite challenging against everyone.
And you sail in the squib class. How are you getting on?
We're coming fifth or 4th. We're not quite sure overall. We had a lot of good results. A third, a 5th, another 5th, and a 6th, and a 19th, which was our discard, hopefully.
And you're sailing quite an old boat, aren't you? Tell me about it.
It's number 13, which means it's the 3rd one ever built. I think it's 39 years old, and that's quite cool. they're a special shape, and apparently it's better. But
So how come you go so quick?
because we're so light, me and him put together, it's great because we just fly really.
Even upwind?
Because we can't keep it flat as well. We can't.
So how long have you been sailing?
I've been sailing for about 7 years. I started in my oppie, and I've got into bigger boats and stuff now. So.
And how long in the squib?
4 years. I started with the South Coast in Weymouth 4 years ago, and I've just worked on that.
So on the boat you drive.
Yeah.
Who does tactics, you or your dad?
Both really. We both kind of do different stuff, and he calls the marks and stuff, and I just steer the boat mostly.
And you know, what of the future? What do you hope to be doing?
I'd love to go in an Extreme 40 or something like that, because they're really fast and exhilarating and just really cool.
And Steve, how does it feel to be, driven around the course by the younger skipper in the wing?
It's great fun, very safe. We're a good team. We talk about things, and decisions usually we both agree on.
How long has Fred been sailing?
He started when he was about 6, just down at the Royal Victoria at Fishbourne, in his oppie, and with a lot of kids down there, and still sails that, and then there's a bash in other things as well, when the opportunity arises.
How important is it to be part of a club that encourages young kids to get out on the water?
Oh, that's huge. I mean, we've got a fantastic club at the Royal Vic. A lot of cadets, 50 or 60 of them, and they love the social life as much as the sailing, and it's just they want to be on the water.
So Fred, what's your prediction for your finishing position at the end of the week?
Well, I hope to be in the top kind of 5 or 6 or something like that, but I hope to be good, doing good.
Well, we wish you luck, and we'll see you out there.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys. Wicked.